I'm Dr. Cicero Lianagi, former senior medical administrator of the Ministry of Health for 23 years. Actually, I worked in a different field and hospital sector and the public health campaign sector and also project. Because of this experience, I thought I have to express my opinion regarding this ongoing conflict between Ministry of Health and unions of the doctors. Actually, this is frequently happening in Ministry of Health. I don't know why that it is happening in frequently in Ministry of Health, but not happening in the other professionals working other sector. Engineers are working in the building department and other sector, and accountants and the lawyers. They are working in the Ministry of Justice. But there are not much conflict are happening like Ministry of Health. Why it is happening? We have to think about. Actually, the doctors are get more training, that they have to get 6-year training for to qualify for the as a doctor for the registration of the medical council. That after you are got the registration, you have to enter the government sector. And specialists usually getting other 3 to 5 years training for that their specialty. This training period is huge. Because of that, they are expecting more privileges than others. I think it is reasonable. Because of that, they are expending their lifetime for the more education and training. Because of that, they have to consider they have much capacity in health than the other sector. I think even in the other countries, they are considered for the special thing. But in Sri Lankan doctors and specialists, they are comparing their salaries with the not other professionals in Sri Lanka, but they are comparing with the people working in the European countries, especially England, Australia, and USA, like that. Actually, usually that maybe that they have chance to get the appointment from those countries. Because of that, they are seeking more professionals for their countries, that easily that our people can get the migrations and because of that their job. I think in Sri Lanka must be analyzed what kind of postgraduate courses we have to introduce to the doctors. All the postgraduate, the present postgraduate things, are we need all the things. Actually, in some countries, some fields are there. It is recruit through the basic degree of that sector. But in Sri Lanka, most of the things are getting as a postgraduate degree or consultants, specialist grade things. The other countries' basic requirement for those field is only similar to advanced level things. But in Sri Lanka, it is for the medical MBBS. I think that we have to consider these things. That government are telling that they are they have ability to forecast in future needs and all the things. I think that then they have to introduce very good combination of committee with the professionals and independent people and managers and health economics and all the people should we include these committees, and they have to get the enough information from the past and present condition, get the information from the other countries, and also analyze it well. Should be analyzed in different using technology, maybe AI or like that, analyze and make a good proposal for the future, for the next 10 or 15 years, that you have to make a proposal and try to get these people remain in Sri Lanka. That usually most of the people are getting postgraduate qualified for they complete their part 1 and part 2 and get the foreign training. Usually clinical field that they are getting foreign training, and they are getting the good job also. They are that usually in government is not expending for they got the good job, and they are doing that job and earn reasonable money for some people. But in other non-clinical field, they are not getting good jobs, and they are depending on the using government fund for this foreign training also. I think that we have to consider that are we need all the consultants are getting the foreign training in different countries. They have to go to the European countries only, Australia, England, and USA, or like that. Are they should be exposed for the other countries, developed countries like China, Russia, and India, like that? Are we give different kind of training in Sri Lanka, that online things are there, that we have to consider all the things, but we have to think about the people of this country. If we have produced the doctors and specialists, they are not giving service to in Sri Lanka. The bond is very actually that we are getting the bond after we getting give foreign training and other thing, but that bond is not much that they can finish it within 1 year. I think it's not the system that we have, that people usually an example that in there is in one time there are around 40 psychiatrists in the Melbourne, but Sri Lanka it is around 20 or 23 people, Sri Lankan people, who are got qualified from the PGIM, and they are served for the other countries. Even that now we have 23 venerologists here and 41 venerologists in England. Like that, because of that, they have demand, and we are producing them, and because of that demand, they are going there and but in other fields, sometimes for all the field there is no demand for the consultant. We are calling consultants. Actually, they are specialist grade medical officers. Because that it's like a PhD, that doctorate again that they are getting this one. I think these things that we have to analyze, and medical doctors and specialists must be understand current situation of the city. This economic crisis was there, and we don't have. But now government is telling that they recovered from all the things. They have enough money in treasury, and they usually in recent past there is no such remain money in treasury. I think we consider those things, and please don't continue this conflict. Government must be listen to these professionals, and what you have to discuss them, what you can provide, you have to come to the reasonable settlement for this conflict. Otherwise, people will suffer. That usually in past every times that government are not listening to the professionals. That professionals are going for the trade union actions, and people are suffering, and people are getting worse in their conditions, and sometimes because of that, sometimes it was settled after 1 or 3 months. Both sides are agreed for the that kind of settlement. Why you can't try to proactively think about this, and why both sides should be understand. Please think about the country, think about the people of this, our poor people especially. Most of the poor people are coming for the our governmental sector. In private sector, there are enough private sectors even in the urban area, especially Kalambu, Gambak, and Dikalapiti and those areas. But there is no very good private sector system in the other area. People will suffer. That people who don't have what money. Actually, you have to consider these things. That the ministers, both ministers are doctors, secretary also doctor, BG and other also doctors. That they have to think about the use these people's what people need, and what are the recent needs of the people, and how we can forecast to the in future like this. Please settle this conflict immediately, otherwise it will be economically and drastically affect the people of the poor people of this country. Please try to settle this one immediately. Thank you.